Greetings, everyone. This is Tony Holowitz, and I want to talk to you about how to back up your Act Premium Cloud database in 2025. Well, when you're in Act Premium Cloud, the first thing I want you to realize is there's some different kinds of information that you have here in your database. First of all, you have field data, and field data is all these fields. So if you have customized your Act database and you've put fields in that suit your business or the way you work, all of that data can be exported to an Excel spreadsheet. Having said that, underneath Act, sort of under the hood, there are different type of information like activities, opportunities, history, and notes. That information cannot be exported to an Excel file. The way you would back that up is you would create a backup file that you will get directly from Act, and I'll show you how to do that. But the first step is this. If you want to back up all your field data, you can do that by simply going up and doing a lookup of all your contacts. Go look up all contacts. And in this little sample database, I have 12 contacts. Next thing you want to do is you want to look at the list view where you see all your information as a list. Now notice these are all column headings. These are field headings. And if I come up here and click on Customize Columns, these are the fields I see up here, the ones on the right-hand side. But these are all the items that I can add over here on the right-hand side. And the reason you'd want to add this is because this takes all the fields you have in your database and shoots them over to the right-hand side so they appear up here. I'm not going to do that. I just want to make you aware of that. The way you would do that is click on the double arrows, and it will take all this information and shoot it over to the right, and then you'd click OK. At this point, I'm just going to click Cancel because I don't need all that information to illustrate what's going to happen next. So once you have all the information you need, all the fields in your database in this list, and again, some of the fields were probably going to go to the far right off the screen. You'd be able to scroll over to see what's there. But once you have all that information, that's all your field data for all your contacts. The next step, you'd come up and click on Export to Excel. And anything in this list will be sent out to Excel so you have all your contact field information. So that's one way you can export field information. The next step is when you're in your Act database, you can request a backup of your complete Act database, all the field data and all the underlying data like activities, notes, histories, all the old records that make up part of your database, the under the hood information. So just to illustrate this, I'm going to go back to the detail view, which is the contact view, and I'm going to go up, see where it says test contact? That is the name of the My Record person in this database. Don't worry about that too much. Just know you come up here, and when you click on this, you can come here and see some information. You can see information about your account and so on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on My Account. And when you get here, you're going to come inside and you're going to see basic account information in Act. If you come over to the left-hand side, it says Support, and you'll notice that here is a support ticket. At this point, you can say Backup of my data or anything like this in here. You'll go through and you'll fill out all these fields, maybe just put a brief description, only the information that has asterisks. You don't even need to fill in your name, email, phone, because they know your underlying data because they'll get that information when you submit this. But if you ask for a backup of your Act database, now in approximately 24 hours, you'll be sent a backup of your Act database. It will come as a zip file. So that's the second way you can get a complete and total backup of everything in your Act Premium Cloud database. The next thing you can consider is this. Sometimes you might just want a paper record of all your data. So I'm going to come back up to this database, and next I'm going to come up here to Reports. Now there's all kinds of reports in Act. There's a report here that I usually recommend called the Notes in History. And that gives you a lot of information about your contacts. And you can run a report on all the contacts in your database. But this is the thing. Generally, when we have a report, people think about creating reports of something you print out. And if you have a big database with a lot of information, that can be a huge report. So the next step is this. When you go to create that, instead of printing it, you can save it as a PDF file. And if you have some kind of software on your computer in which allows you to work with PDFs or save PDFs, you can do that. And Microsoft offers that. So in other words, you can create a PDF file that is a file on your computer, which at some point you can open and print if you wanted to. But the nice thing about a PDF file is you can search through that. So for example, if you had a specific note for this fictional contact named Test Contact, you can do a search of that PDF, whether it be 1 page or 1,000 pages. So there's ways you can see your underlying data. Okay, my friends, I want to thank you very much. You have a great day. Be well. Bye now.